Euro Yard is here, and we are here to talk about Montesong 2025, which is the national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest for 2026. But it's happening in December 2025. So Montenegro brought back their national selection last year as they returned to the contest. And there was a little bit of controversy there, and hopefully they will avoid that controversy this year. But they've got 15 entries that are in this contest, and one of them ostensibly is going to the Eurovision Song Contest. So what we did is all of these songs were released, and this is, I believe, the first national final of the year where all of the songs have been released at this point. There are more that are going to be coming in the next few days at the time that you see this. So what we decided to do was go through all of the songs and tell you our top 10. And of course, there's always this caveat that when the actual performances happen at the national selection, things may look very different. But this is just based on the information that we have now. So before we get into it, we'll tell you just a little bit of the information here. Of course, as I mentioned, there are 15 songs, and if I'm not mistaken, there were 6 performers in the 2024 contest that are going to be coming back in 2025. And one of them, who was not in the contest last year, but she is a former participant at Eurovision. That's Andrea Demirovic. She was at Eurovision in 2009. Her song from Montenegro was Just Get Out of My Life. She is in this contest this year. And then there are 6 people who were in Montesong last year that are in this contest. And then the contest is being held on Sunday, the 21st of December 2025, which is the day after Festivalul Këngës in Albania comes to an end. So this will not be the first national final. Albania will, but this is going to be the day after the big final down in Albania. So let's put on the screen now. These are the 15 songs that are competing. There were 16 in the contest last year. There were 15 in the contest this year. Just some overall impressions while you take a look at the list of songs here. To be completely honest with you, I think this was a pretty respectable lineup. Last year, I listened to the songs and I'm like, okay, there were a few that I thought were all right. This year, I would actually say that I found the majority of them were at least decent. And a couple of them I thought, this is pretty good. So I will say I was pleasantly surprised. I think the overall quality of music this year from Montenegro looks like it might be a little better than last year. So hopefully that translates for them, because I know it's been a while since they've had any sort of success getting into a grand final at Eurovision. So who knows, maybe this is the year and maybe one of these songs is going to go a long way. Who knows? But again, I just really couldn't find myself disliking a whole lot. There were a few songs I liked a little less than others, but on the whole, I thought most of them were at least respectable. So that's a very good thing for them. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to go into our top 10 songs. So there were 5 songs that did not make our top 10, obviously. Just know none of this is personal. It's all business. And we wish all 15 performers well in this contest and hope things go well for you in Podgorica. So let's just start at the bottom. So getting 1 point from the Eurojard jury, this is Luka Radovic and his song Pjevaj Vilo, or Sing Fairy. So he was at Montesong 2024. This one was in 13th place. So this song, it was pretty unique. I did not hate it. It had a lot of ethnic flair. Luka, he does seem to have some vocal ability. I didn't have him the highest rated in vocals, but it sounds like he has some ability. So we'll have to see how he does live with that. And I think it was part of that ethnic flair too. The song did have an interesting beat. It was certainly one of the more unique ones. So I thought that was worthy of getting 1 point. And then at 2 points, this was another performing act that was at Montesong last year. This is Baryak and their song Minerva. Now, they came in 3rd place at the contest last year. And with their song last year, I remember liking it, but not loving it. I have the same criticisms of their song this year as I did last year. I felt like the songs, both of them, last one and this one, I thought they had potential, but I kind of wanted them to go in a little bit of a different direction. I guess that's the best way of putting it. So what I mean by that is this song in particular got off to a decent start, and then I felt like it just kind of lost the plot a little. Like I was hoping it would just kind of like build and build and build and build to this big crescendo. And to me, it just didn't really feel like that happened. Like maybe they could have gone a little harder. Maybe they could have taken it a little bit of a different direction. I don't know. It was fine. I kind of wanted a little something else, but I will say it will probably be a fun live performance. So best of luck to them. And now at 3 points, the song we had in 8th place, this might create a little bit of controversy because this is Temperatura by Lana and George. The fans out there in Eurovision world, in this big old Eurovision bubble that we all live in, they seem to be rating Temperatura a little higher than I am. I feel like it was good, but this song probably could have gone even a little harder than it did. Lyrically, it was the weakest song in the contest. I mean, you don't listen to a song like this for its lyrics. Let's put it that way. It had a pretty good beat at times, but there were other times I was just kind of like, okay, like, let's go. It was, however, a likable song. I think it will be one of the more fun songs live on stage on the 21st of December, but I just felt, maybe it's just me, I just felt like there's maybe a little something missing. It was good, but it just needed a little extra push. But let's see how they do in the live performance. So getting 4 points from us in 7th place. The song is by Lana. It's called Doline, which means valleys. So this song, it ended up going as high as it did because I thought she had pretty decent vocals. It was a little bit slow at times. What I'm hoping for in her live performance is I want to see some of that passion carry through, because listening to the recording, I do hear some of that passion in her voice as she's telling her story in this song. I want to see that passion convey on stage, because if it does, you never know. It might do better than people think. But really, for me, the story of this song was the vocals, which I thought were actually pretty decent. So in 6th place with the Euroyard getting 5 points, maybe creating a little more controversy, because this one also seems to be a bit of a fan favorite right now. This is Dominoes by Georgia, and she was in Montesong in 2024. She came in 4th place. This, again, I think is another one that the fans are rating higher than us. It is a possible contender for the win. This one is very contemporary pop. Honestly, it has a little bit of an MGP vibe to it. And by MGP, I mean Melody Grand Prix, Norway. It has a little bit of that kind of vibe to it. Like reading some comments online, I heard Scandi Pop. That was one of the things I saw. So yeah, a little bit of an MGP vibe to it. Is Montenegro ready to send a song like this to Eurovision? Maybe. I don't know, but I think it will do okay. I really do. And then in 5th place, getting 6 points from us, this is Dolce Hera, and I'm going to say the song name in 3 different languages here. So in English, it would be Casanova 91. In the native language of the country, it would be Casanova 91. And in the language that the song is actually in, it would be Casanova 91, because the song is in Italian. And just right off the bat, the fact that the song is in Italian, if it does well but doesn't win, keep in mind the San Marino Song Contest is in March. You may see Dolce getting a call from San Marino. You may see this song again in a couple of months in the most serene republic, so we'll just have to see on that. I'm sure she would be perfectly happy winning Montesong herself. She came in 14th place in Montesong last year. I will say with this one, I like the beat of this song quite a lot. I think the song is hurt by the fact that the vocals are not that great. In fact, I think they're some of the weakest vocals in the contest. The question is, can the song overcome that? Is the beat, is the live performance going to be good enough to just carry it through? I would be disappointed if this doesn't turn out to be a fun performance, because I think this has the potential to really, really be a memorable performance in Podgorica in a couple of weeks. It is a very catchy song, so I have some hope for her that she might do well with it, so we will just have to see. And moving on to the song getting 7 points from us in 4th place, it's by Lara Baltic, and it's called Rhythm Boy, which I don't need to translate for you because it's in English. It's a high energy song. It's definitely a bop. It's a good song to just kind of dance to. My expectations for this song are actually fairly high. The thing is, there are a couple of other songs that are occupying this same lane, kind of a dancey kind of pop song. So we'll have to see how it differentiates itself. But this one by Lara Baltic, it goes pretty hard, I think. So it's going to be one to watch in Podgorica in a few weeks. And now we're pulling into our top 3. You're looking at our list now and saying, well, this one's a favorite, this one's a favorite, this one's a favorite. So what the hell songs does this guy have in his top 3? Well, I'm going to tell you, and we're going to start with the song in 3rd place, getting 8 points from us, Oli Oli by Christina. This means will you in English. She is a pretty good singer, and I will say that based on the 15 recordings that I listened to, and I listened to most of them more than once, I think she might actually be one of the best vocalists. She might give us the best vocals that we're going to hear at this contest this year. This song, it does not have the same super fast beat that some of the other songs in this contest do, but I think it keeps up in its own way. It definitely doesn't have a slow beat, but it doesn't have that kind of fast beat. It's kind of like a good in-between option. I feel like both the song and the singer will have a presence on stage in a few weeks. So this is one that I'm keeping an eye on as well, because I actually think this one's pretty good. And now the song in 2nd place, getting 10 points from us. This is Nova Zora by Tamara Zivkovic, and the song title means New Dawn. So she did participate in Montesong in 2024. She came in 9th place. So this was one that I just kind of all around liked it. Obviously, I didn't have it in first, but I all around liked it. I don't think it was bad in any area. I thought it was decent to good in most areas. I all around liked it. I could see this one winning the contest. She had respectable vocals. It had an interesting beat. It gave me a little bit of that techno vibe. So yeah, I think this is another one. And this is a recurring theme within this top 10 and actually within this contest too, which I think does have a pretty good diversity of sound. Not every song has a fast beat. There are definitely slower ballads too. And there are some songs in there on that original list that I showed you that are just really, really different. This one I think is going to stand out. So let's see how she does, but I honestly would not be surprised to see this one win. So that can only mean one thing. We are at the last song, our 12 Point getting 12 points in 1st place. Our favorite song for this year was by Mila Nikic. It's called Kalvarnica, which means like a spark. Now, I understand that this one is probably not for everyone. It doesn't seem to have the highest ratings among the fans that I've seen. Not bad, but not the highest. It's very much for me, I will say that. Now, one thing that we established about Mila in this song is that she can sing. This song has a great beat. It is a good song to dance to. In fact, it's the kind of song that you want to dance in your chair to. And if for whatever reason you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. But for me, it's definitely a kind of song that you can dance to. I have to see how this song is going to do live. I am hoping for a big performance. I'm hoping that this is the kind of song that when it's performed live is going to get people moving and hopefully get noticed. Now, just because the song is for me, that doesn't mean that it's going to win. I will say that I think probably the song that we have in 2nd place might, just based on how the fans are responding to it, I think that song might have a better chance of winning than this one does. But I just want Mila Nikic to know that I support you and I like your song. So those are our rankings of the top 10 Montesong songs. And of course, we will be following Montesong on December 21st when it happens and see who's going to Eurovision from Montenegro. And for more on the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest and National Finals season. Go to theeuroyard.com, like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. We'll see you soon.